Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. This is your friend Sachin Rakra, and welcome to our channel Router and Switches Concepts. If you had not subscribed our channel, please hit subscribe button and click the notification bell icon with all. Okay, so Dell Networking OS or operating systems actually. There were four type of OS actually in Dell, or you can say on 410. So initial two one basically we called 410 OSs. So first one is basically the OS which is supported on only on GUI, which is F2S 3. So that is basically for campus access environment or small switches environment actually, and unmanaged devices. Whereas F2S 6, which is basically mixture of GUI and CLI, it supports on multiple devices which they come up with at that particular time, like Power Connect 62 series or 6248 actually, N1000 or N2000 3000 series actually. So that comes under F2S 6. Majorly people who are basically old in networking field, they know that they normally use CLI, they never use GUI, they never like that. Even I don't like GUI interfaces. Okay, so on when Dell merge the 410, actually they come up with the name of DNOS, which is Dell Networking OS, or at that particular time it was also called F2S 9. Okay, because till that particular time 410 was almost 10-15 year old company. Okay, so that F2S 9 is basically purely a CLI based operating system. Okay, command line interface operating system, which comes under which supports on multiple devices at that particular time, and even right now also we use F2S 9 or Dell OS 9. Okay, so the hardware which is supported with OS 9 is S series, Z series, and C series. Okay, so and even couple of N series. Okay, so S series, I had mentioned some of the models, hardware model actually. So 3048P, okay, N3048P or S3048P supports basically OS 9. Okay, and S4048, 4048 is also supported by OS 9. In Z series, we have 9000 and 9100, which is supports 9000 OS 9, and in C series, we have C150, C9010, and C300. So this S3048 and S4048, basically S series, I should say, it comes under it comes with dual functionality, I should say. It support OS 9 as well as OS 10. Okay, we'll go into that actually, how we can do that actually. So another OS they recently launched, which is OS 10 or ONIE, which is called Open Networking Install Manage Environment, and it's purely a Linux-based operating system. Okay, so that supports on S3048, S4048, and S5230, 32Fs, and 5248 ons. Okay, so and on that series, it is basically Z9200 series or Z9300 series and Z9400 series. So if you have noticed actually this is, on these models, you see 3048. So 30 is basically the series, S30 or 3000 basically is the series. Okay, and 48 is the number of the port it supported, whether it is copper, fiber, that's a different story. Okay, so and ON stands for open networking. So this is basically wherever you see ON, it supports if that box is running with OS 9 or Dell OS 9, it will also support OS 10. The hardware is compatible to install the OS 10 actually. You have to purchase the license, that's a different part, different story on that. But you can install OS 10 on this and you can use for 120 days with the trial license actually. After that, it will reboot the box. But your configuration will not gone. Your box will be keep rebooting after a couple of days. Okay. So likewise, 4048. So it's a S4000 series, which comes with 48 copper port, and it comes with fiber also. So both models are supported in OS 10 as well as OS 9. In 5232, 5232 is basically 52,000 series, and it comes with 32 fiber ports. Okay, again, it is an open networking switch, so it only supports these two. Basically, last two one basically it only support OS 10. The latest hardware, whatever Dell is basically introducing in the market right now, it supports only OS 10. That does not support OS 9. Okay. So likewise, 5248, that is also OS 10 supported box. And if you go on Z series, so Z9200, the 9200 is basically the series, and 64 is the number of the ports which is available. So 9200 is basically 2U switch, okay, and it supports 64 fiber ports. Whereas if you see in our models, actually C150 and C9010 and C300, these are basically 9U switches. It's just like your Cisco 6500 device. Actually, it's a big switches. Okay, whereas the rest other is basically these one are basically 1U switches. 3048s are also 1U. 3048P is also 1U. 4048 is also 1U. The rest other are basically 48. Wherever you see 48 port, it's basically a 1U switch. Whereas 9264 is basically 2U switch. Okay, and it supports 100. The 64 ports are basically 100 gig 64 port numbers are available on this switch model. Okay, so 93 Zen 9300 series, it supports basically all 400 gig ports. So these 32 ports basically supports 400 gig port, 400 gig speed actually. Likewise, 92 Z9400 series, so that is also 400 gig switch, and it supports 32 number of ports. Okay, so let's go into our next slide and see what we have today. So, okay, so another thing is basically the topology, which I will be using for this video. So we have two 4148s. Okay, so both are fiber switches, which is connected with the open gear device. Okay, so whoever is not aware about open gear, actually open gear is basically a device which connects with your LAN environment, and it will give you connectivity to this box. And through this box, you can log in on any of the network device on the console port, especially on the console port. This box is basically used for the console access on the bigger environments like corporate or huge data centers. Okay, so on this open gear, we will be connecting. We had already connected two devices on port number 3 and port number 4. We'll use the secure CRT, okay, and try to connect these boxes in our lab, and we'll show you that. Okay. Hope this video is informative to you, and it will help you to learn your networking skills. If you had not already subscribed our channel, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for all the notification of our new videos. Thank you.